Hi everyone, this video is on the online practicum experience logbook and journal. The logbook is used to track how many hours you work during your practicum experience placement. The reason why we need to track these hours and that you need to track these hours is because in order to be eligible to write the Board of Certification exam with the CATA, you have to log 1,200 hours, 600 field and 600 clinic. The other reason why we wanted to use a logbook, this particular logbook, is so that we can keep track of exactly what happens during those hours. There will be some hours that you work where you won't have any kind of learning experience, in which case you'll be sitting and waiting at practice for something to happen. With some of you, you might experience one learning event every hour. We really don't know exactly what happens during practice or during these hours. We never have, and hopefully we will at some point. But this logbook will provide us with some information to determine which practicum sites offer the most learning experiences compared to others. Now, traditionally, the logbooks that you used in the past look as simple as this. You write down the date, how many hours you work, some details, and then your supervisor initials that you've done that. Now, this particular type of logbook is very basic and it does what it needs in keeping track of hours, but we really don't know exactly what you're learning or how much you're learning at your practicum site. Therefore, we started using the online practicum logbook and journal. After you enter in your information in our new online logbook, we can download a spreadsheet that looks like this. This is all the information that has been logged over the year for this one particular student. Now, not only does this logbook have your start time, your end time, your dates, and the number of hours, but we can also have an idea of how many different types of field events you work, what type of sports, what level, how many male patients you worked with, how old your patients are, whether these particular learning experiences are related to these particular stations on the CATA exam. We even get epidemiological information on the injuries such as the knee, the elbow, the fingers. But the true learning comes from these two columns where you enter in the details of the event and then a journal entry on how you felt, what were your strengths and weaknesses, and what you can do to address your weakness. So this provides you the opportunity to actually think about how to improve yourself. So as an example, this person, entry number 20, said that they assessed the knee, they tested the McMurray's, or tested the meniscus with the McMurray's test. They did a few other tests, and they were all negative. And when they were doing them, they said that they felt good with the special tests. Ranges and resisted ranges could have been done better and more efficiently. So in a way, they're assessing themselves, and they can figure out what they need to work on later on when they get to class. There's other fields on this logbook that help us determine how good of a learning experience it was. Now, as an example, this person needs to become better at doing these special tests, but there will come a point in time when repeating or practicing those tests no longer is something new to them. So there are all these rating scales and these descriptions of this particular event to give us an idea of the types of or how many new experiences the student has and how many ones are very, very repetitive. This logbook also captures whether or not there was a supervisor there to provide feedback when you needed it, or what type of feedback was provided. Was it provided by the supervisor? Sometimes it could be provided by another student, or sometimes it could be provided by the coach or the athlete. So this logbook allows us to capture all that information. Hopefully at some point in time we can use this information to determine which sites we want to keep as part of our program and which sites we potentially need to get rid of. There are lots of potential placement sites out there. It's just a matter of finding the right ones that provide the best experiences for you.